Michael's in real trouble right now. As far as the drunk driving on his birthday, you know, that was like a cry for help. He feels like the whole world is closing in on him.
He's right.
Okay, he needs his family, he needs stability, and he needs to be in a familiar place.
I agree with you. I do, except that he's a potential target for a crazy man who's getting more dangerous by the minute.
Franco's going to be dealt with.
We don't even know where he is. He was in this house standing over Jocelyn's crib. He's crazy. And he's got Jason all twisted with this game. I've never seen Jason this upset.
If Jason can't handle him, I got men who can.
Oh, that is so typical, huh? The promises. You're completely ignoring Michael's needs to feed your own ego.
Carly, do you really think it helps Michael to hear him trash me? I don't think it's good for Morgan either.
I'm just
telling you, I grew up with a stepfather who already decided that I wasn't any good.
Are you really that narcissistic? I said that you're no good, not Michael or Morgan.
God! Stop! This is not good. We need to be the adults here and figure this out.
Franco will be taken care of. As far as Jocelyn, you taking her, you know I can't say anything about that. And I can't force you guys to let the boys stay here with me. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm asking you as a father, just trust my judgment.
I'm not going to put my family, and that includes Michael and Morgan, in danger just to keep Sonny happy. He's completely ignoring how dangerous Franco is and how vulnerable Michael is.
So I take it everything's fine with Mr. Domestico?
Well, he isn't dead, if that's what you mean.
Not dead is always good.
Are you sure we shouldn't call the cops?
One of these nights over a couple of beers, I'll explain to you the million reasons why it isn't necessary.
Then I guess we are both glad that Ramo is here to take care of everything.
Connie, I promise I will take care of it. Yes, as soon as you let me get off the phone, okay? Yes. Fine.
Hi. What are you doing here? And where is Lulu?
I don't know where Lulu is, but your boss is so mad that her calls are rolling over into voicemail that she called me at work and insisted I come up here and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. I can't believe Lulu left. I told her I would be back as soon as I could.
You will get to explain that to Kate, who will no doubt be calling back in under 5 seconds.
I'm sure Kate will understand that I was dealing with the Franco fallout.
Is that where you went?
Yeah, I stopped by his studio just for a second. I still haven't given up on the idea of Franco doing the shoot for Crimson, and if I can convince him of that, I will be just as famous in my world as Franco is in his.
Has anyone in either world pointed out that this guy is an unmitigated whack job?
I appreciate your decision to not file a complaint about Jason.
No, the last thing I want is a bunch of cops around. I owe you, Doc. Yeah, I'd be dead now if not for you.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, you didn't see that look in his eye. He was gone. He was irrational.
Jason is actually one of the most rational people I know.
Yeah, not this time.
And he wouldn't hurt anybody that couldn't fight back.
Well, I didn't feel that way when he had the gun right next to my heart.
Look, I don't agree with Jason's methods, but he's in a desperate situation right now.
Doing damage control?
Do you mind?
I learned a long time ago to never get in your way when you're doing what you think is right.
There's got to be a faster way to do this.
The rail yard encompasses a large and poorly identified area with numerous vaguely referenced rental properties. It's very difficult to find a mark.
Okay, then we need to narrow the search. See if you can access any kind of delivery records and see exactly where they came from.
Okay, and bomb materials would include?
Plastique, wires, timing devices,
this stuff is not normally delivered to train yards.
Understood. Hey, maybe try and find some parking tickets or noise violations, anything, a number that would be public record.
Yeah, from what Lulu and Carly said, Franco drives a black sports car.
Which that also wouldn't be in a rail yard. Look, this guy's been pretty up close and personal with you. You offended him, you didn't show him any respect, so he sends you messages through your friends, to your face. He confronts you about it. This bomb doesn't seem to fit the
Okay,
pattern.
you're assuming that Franco's going to use the bomb against a lot of people. What if he isn't? What if it's just Sam?
first round on me. That's not fair because I asked you.
Well, if you hadn't, I would have. I really wanted to drink. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Your boy Jason gave me a few dreaded gray hairs today. I would give him the bill for my root job if I didn't think that he'd rough me up behind the salon.
Sorry, I know Jason can seem pretty scary.
Okay, that's an understatement. It's a wonder that that poor patient didn't end up with a full-blown cardiac arrest. Of course, there's always a balance. Patrick told me a little of your history. So Jason was the one who encouraged you to go on the HIV protocol?
And it wasn't easy. Trust me. I mean, I was lost. I was scared, ambivalent. I had just been handed a death sentence, you know, so why fight it?
Jason had another take?
Yeah. He made me want to live, you know. Jason was so patient and kind and just incredibly supportive. He saved my life, actually.
Hey.
Hey.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Don't tell me nothing. You're crying.
No, I'm just teary. Lisa and I were just talking about Jason.
I thought we agreed that all 3 children would be safer away from this mess.
Sonny had some points.
Not that I heard.
Michael called Sonny because Michael doesn't want to go.
Well, Michael hasn't exactly been making the best decisions lately. Although I did hear him say that he wants Morgan to go to Australia with us.
Maybe Michael doesn't feel he's worth saving. He wants his brother to go so he has a better life.
Well, do you want to let him make that sacrifice?
No,
well, then we should insist that they both come to Australia with us. The one thing that we can't do is stay here and wait for Franco's next move.
I don't want to have another fight with Sonny.
You don't have to fight with Sonny. You have sole custody over Morgan, and Michael is an adult now.
He is their father. I have to consider his wishes just like I would consider yours with Jocelyn.
Did you ever see me do with Jocelyn what he just did with the boys? I would expect you to take her and run away as far as possible.
I know that you would never do what Sonny just did.
Oh, well, I hope not.
But he's their father. And Michael and Morgan love him. And you know what? When we say things like Sonny is bad and he's wrong, Michael and Morgan take that to heart. Look at me.
I know.
They take it to heart.
I know.
And then maybe they think, am I bad? Am I wrong too? You know?
Okay, but can we talk about this later? Not when there's a madman on the loose?
I don't care how famous he is or how much he gets to charge for the so-called works of art. This guy is a sociopath.
But you've never met him.
I don't need to meet him to know that the guy's dangerous. You're lucky that you got away from this guy.
He's an artist. He's allowed to be a little weird, and yes, he's obsessed with violence and death, but at least he found a way to make money off his area of interest.
This has got nothing to do with money.
It has everything to do with money, Olivia. Franco likes to go around saying and doing outrageous things, and then he folds it all back into his work. Just because he likes to act like a psycho killer doesn't mean he actually is one.
Or maybe you just don't want to admit that you got taken in. Honey, I know how hard Kate was pushing you to get this photo shoot. Okay? You're young, you're ambitious, you're beautiful. The guy took advantage.
Maybe a little.
Maxie, you got nothing to be ashamed of. Okay? Just don't rationalize yourself into another dangerous situation. Okay? If you hear from this Franco guy, if you see him walking down the street, you don't walk, you run in the opposite direction.